My father once told me to stay silent in 5 important situations, and with time I learned how powerful that advice was. He said, "Speak only when your words are better than silence." At first I thought words could solve everything, but life taught me otherwise. He explained that when you're angry, stay silent, because the fire inside you will pass, but hurtful words may remain in someone's heart forever. Silence in anger is not weakness, it is strength and self-control. He also taught me that when you know you are right but the world is too loud, you don't need to argue because truth defends itself. Einstein once said, "What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right." I later understood that silence in these moments is not emptiness, it is wisdom, patience, and real inner power. Sometimes silence in the middle of noise is the strongest protest. You don't need to argue or prove yourself. Let your actions speak. When people try to provoke you, stay silent because they only want to pull you down to their level. Like my father said, never wrestle in the mud with someone who enjoys being dirty. Be like a lion, ignore the barking and keep walking forward. Silence is also wise when you don't know the full story, because rushing to judge without all the facts often leads to mistakes. As Einstein said, "The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know." Sometimes, listening is stronger than speaking. And finally, silence matters most when your presence alone is enough. When someone is in pain, you don't always need words. Just being there with quiet support can heal more than speeches. A silent hug, a calm hand, or simple stillness can show more love and understanding than 1,000 words. Silence is not just the absence of words, it is the presence of wisdom. True strength does not need to shout, and true intelligence often listens more than it speaks. Even Einstein, who changed the world with his ideas, spent hours in quiet thought. My father, though not highly educated, taught me life's greatest lessons through his silence. When the world becomes noisy, pause and ask yourself, is this the time to speak, or the time to stay silent? Because often in silence, we discover our real voice. Remember these 5 lessons. Be silent when angry because words can wound. Be silent when you are right because truth needs no defense. Be silent when provoked because dignity is greater than revenge. Be silent when unsure because listening brings clarity. And be silent when presence alone is enough because sometimes love is felt without words. Einstein said, "Only a life lived for others is worthwhile," and my father showed me that silence lived with wisdom becomes a life that inspires. Treasure silence because sometimes it makes you unforgettable.